we have a good rivalry game tonight with two conference foes. This should be a beauty.
Yes, indeed. I think the fans feel it. The coaches feel it. Us as announcers, we feel it. The atmosphere is going to be great.
It is indeed. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Robertson kicks to Paul. Shoots over Morant. And it's Paul missing.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Morant passes to Brooks. Jackson with it. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Jackson misses. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander. Bucket is good.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play. For Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his size at the point guard spot is a huge bonus for him. Allows him to switch onto most other players on defense when dealing with picks.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the score by Memphis. Robertson finds Gallinari, jacks up a 3. The rebound by Anderson.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Pass to Morant. Now here's Jackson. Second chance shot, and Valanciunas puts it in.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
20 seconds left to play in the first. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Robertson. Anderson with the block. Out left to the wing. Here's Morant. Off target from outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Memphis out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
A perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
And you can see now Jackson starting to shoot that shot with ease. A lot of confidence now flowing through the young fella.
Now here's Schroeder. Back to Noel. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game here. Allen's checked in for Memphis. And that one misses. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 3-point lead. Pass to Jones. Outside Crowder. Pass to Allen. The 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
The pass to Ferguson. Schroeder outside. Here's Muscala. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Allen. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. From deep, Molinari. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Noel.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more 3-pointers than 2-pointers.
And so it's Memphis in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the end. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were... And...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Speed of the game is evolving. We know that. New moves and techniques developed. Talk about some that have grown in popularity since the time of your retirement to now.
You know, the step back is one, and then also the step back is one. The Euro step, and I think also guys right now being able to launch their bodies into guys. I don't want to say it's a move, but that's how guys are playing. Because you can't hand check, guys are throwing their body into the defender on the move even more.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. They throw good, Adams. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
A new Memphis head coach, 3 of the last 4 seasons. Changeover in the front office as well. Hopefully they'll find some continuity moving forward.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. Here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 to shoot. Molinari passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Pass to Brooks. Passes it to Valanciunas, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
The 5th overall pick in the draft back in 2011. Valanciunas has added wrinkles to his game every year since.
He's off on the first. And the Thunder making a change here. Muscala's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Josh Jackson's checked in for Anderson. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Thunder trailing by 9. Pass to Adams. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. It's Allen on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Allen, that's good.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Paul with the ball. Deep. Got the shot. He
Just
got it.
no better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
And you see his teammates love it. They love it.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Gilgeous Alexander, Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Noel in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Ball against Jones. Over Jones. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Jones drives in, makes it off the glass. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Memphis.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Valanciunas.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
On the wing, Jackson. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Now Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Sweet little floater.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And